And so, देखो, I hope I'm clearly audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So, when तुम लोग का feedback देखा था, and I realized that there were 2-3 main things जहाँ पे तुम लोग को doubt था, तो हम लोग पहले वहीं से start करेंगे, and then we'll move on to the new things to actually learn, right? So, mainly जो हमने कल किया था, is there anyone जो मुझे जल्दी से कोई recap दे सके कल जो हम लोगों ने की चीजें की थी उसका? Anyone?
Sir,
Yes,
we
Ranjit.
learned about hook and road.
Guys. Ayo. Please raise your hand and then I'll ask you to. Okay. Ranjana, go ahead.
Sir, my name is Rashi.
Okay, Rashi, go ahead.
Sir, yesterday we did structure of the debate and then we did the structure of the argument in which we studied about the title and the reasoning, impact and the importance and also the evidence.
Exactly. And anything else that she left? कोई बताना चाहेगा? Okay. Nitin, go ahead.
So my name is Darsh.
Dhruv.
Darsh.
Darsh. Okay, Darsh, go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Like she said, we learned hook and we learned the roadmaps, and we all s- said a reason for the topic. Why is gaming a curse for teenagers? And for we said against.
Okay, cool. That's enough. बाकी लोग भी आगे कुछ पूछते हैं. All right. So, as I took your feedback, I got to know that some of you have doubt in roadmap. So that is what we'll be beginning today's class with. I will be sharing my screen. Just let me know if it is visible. Okay, guys, is my screen visible to everyone? I hope it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Ma'am.
great. Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Let's. There it is. All right. Guys, you have an intruder. I'm sorry for that.
Is it the camera is on? Hi guys. Hello, all the participants.
You won't be able to hear them.
I'm sorry, I won't be able to hear you, but I just have one announcement to make. This guy right here, आज इसका Silas birthday है तो बोले थे Silas birthday. आज इसका birthday है. Everybody gets some happy birthday and unmute your mic and say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Krishna.
Happy
On the count
birthday.
of 3, 2, and 1, I want everybody to say
Happy
happy
birthday,
birthday,
Krishna.
Krishna. Okay?
Ready?
3,
Happy
2,
birthday.
1.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday, sir.
Everyone.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I'll leave you guys in a meeting. If you have any feedback, just contact me and it's ठीक है. I'll make sure this man does everything right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. चलो bye. ठीक है. All right, everyone. So, अब तुम लोग को रीजन नहीं पता है why I was late. Okay. Coming back to the topic. Yes, we were talking about roadmap, right? Here it is. All right. So, basically, in order to do roadmap, what you need to do is, as we discussed yesterday in structure of an argument. Thank you, guys. Thank you. चलो, अब काम पे लगते हैं सब लोग वापस से. Okay. चलो, guys. See. हमने एक बात की थी कल structure of argument. In that structure of argument, we did something known as a title. Okay. Now that title, in roadmap, what you need to do is, once you have written the title of all of your arguments, just state them one after the other, and that will make your roadmap. So, for example, if my topic is that examination have throttled the Indian education system. If that is my topic, that examination have throttled the Indian education system, and I have these arguments in my mind. That is, firstly, that exams lead to an unhealthy competition. Okay. Secondly, examinations lead to student pressure, ultimately leading to student suicides. And thirdly, that examination leaves no time for students to focus on other activities. If these are the three main arguments that I'm going to talk about in my debate, then the title of these arguments, the things that I just listed, अगर मैं इन्हीं titles को एक के बाद एक कह दूं, then that will make my roadmap. So, for example, as you can see on the screen, I'm just going to read it out. That once I've given my main introduction, that is hook and all, then I'll simply say, today I'm going to cover three main arguments in my debate. Firstly, examinations create an unhealthy competition. Secondly, examinations lead to student suicides. Thirdly, examination takes away time from students to devote to other areas. Now I will expand on my arguments one after the other. Starting with my first construct, it is examinations create an unhealthy environment. Okay, everyone? So this is how you need to give me a roadmap. Is there anyone who has a doubt in roadmap? Please let me know. No? Cool. Okay. Yes, it is. Yeah, sorry, your name was Rashi, right? Huh?
Yes, sir. Sir, we don't have to include anything else in this.
No, you don't have to include anything else in that. You will expand your arguments later on.
Okay.
You will expand your arguments later on. But right now, you just need to give their titles. And then you will go on to expand each of these arguments one after the other. Once you have given the roadmap, you will start with your first construct. Okay? That is your first argument. Then you will completely tell that argument. जैसे हमने structure में किया था, that you will give title, reasoning, impact, importance. That is all that you will give. Okay? Then you will come to the second argument. फिर उसमें भी same चीजें करोगे. Okay, guys, रुक जाओ बस करो, ठीक? Thank you so much, everyone. But चलो काम पे लगते हैं. So, yes, this is Akshara.
I had the doubt ki, can you add the impact just like after the reasoning? After every kind of reason you have, such as if you put sentence one, that is your reasoning, can you put the impact right after it? Like step by step, reasoning impact, and so on.
Sorry, I did not get it. Like, what are you saying?
Can we do like maybe in some debates it might be helpful that if we put impact right after every reasoning, so reasoning, impact, and so on.
Exactly. That is exactly what you have to do, right? Akshara, that's exactly what you have to do. You come to the first argument, you give its title, reasoning, then impact, and then importance. Okay. Then you come to the second
No.
argument. Uh-huh.
The thing is, in one argument only, like हमने अभी हम ये कर रहे हैं, so we say examinations create an unhealthy competition resulting in this, and then we say examinations lead to student suicides. The impact being examinations take away time from students to devote to other areas, and impact.
See,
Because
the thing is,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Because it might be helpful in some debates that you have less time in. It might help you cover all your points.
If you have less time, okay. So, what are you trying to say? You want to say that in the roadmap itself, you want to give these things, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Not in the roadmap, but yesterday we did structures of debate, right? So in which you said that after a whole paragraph of reasoning, you should put the impact of all the reasonings. But instead of doing paragraph by paragraph, can we do like sentence after sentence? Because it might give a more lasting effect, or maybe help us shorten the debate.
Right. Exactly. See, the structure of that argument that we discussed yesterday, that is your reasoning, impact, and importance. Okay. These are the three things that should be present in every argument. Okay. But that is like a checklist. It's not that you need to first do reasoning, then only you will come to impact, then only you will come to importance. What I personally prefer is that I want to talk about the importance first. Because once I've established the importance of an argument, then I would think, ठीक है, ये argument बताओ. That is like a checklist. That in your every argument, there should be a reasoning, there should be an impact, there should be an importance. But exactly where in that argument you want to give all of them, that totally depends upon you. You can go one after the other, or you can mix them all up, but it should be clear to the judge. All right?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Afi.
I wanted to ask that when we say an argument, when we finished about one of the arguments,
Then do we have to just start with the other one, or do we have to like tell what the argument is we are talking about?
Okay, see. Once you've ended your first argument, simply say, okay, this was my first argument. Now heading over to the second argument. I think someone from you messaged me also that how do you switch from one argument to other? So you can make a seamless transition like you do in your compositions, but then it becomes difficult for the judge to understand when he switched the argument. So what's better is when you've ended your first argument, say, okay, this was my first argument. Now heading over to the second argument or the second construct. Then you can begin with the second construct. Again, in the second construct as well, you can play for yourself and you can decide which style suits you the best. Do you want to give importance first or do you want to tell the reasoning first? That you can do. The structure of an argument is something that you can always play with. You can always put things above and below each other. Just all of them should be present in an argument. Then that is something that you need to make sure. Okay? All right. This is Sanvi. Yeah, Sanvi.
Sir, I wanted to ask that instead of giving an example to in each and
Mhm.
every argument, at the last, in the conclusion, we can say that a student who was really talented in dance, he was burdened by his parents to score better in his exams, which led to him committing an suicide. So, can we do like this, or we have to give a example for each and every argument that is?
Okay. Shivansh, can you please put your mic on mute? Okay, thank you. See, Sanvi. Are you talking about example or are you talking about impact? Because you said impact first, but I think you're talking about example, right? What are you talking about, Sanvi?
Yes, sir, example.
Example, right? Okay, see, example is a part of evidence. That is, you can give a fact, you can give a stat, you can give an example. This is something that should be there as much as you can give, right? अगर कर सको हर argument में, it's great. But if you are not able to give one evidence in each and every argument, that is also totally fine. Just make sure that overall in your entire debate, there should at least be two evidences, at least two. And उससे ज़्यादा हो तो बहुत ही better. Okay. All right. So, is there any other doubt in roadmap or anything that we learned yesterday? All right. In that case, we'll be coming to the interesting part of today's session, that is impacts. See, yesterday when we were having this session, when you all were giving your debates, something that I noticed was that many of you were confused in impacts part. All right. So that is why we have this slide, and that is what we will be covering mainly today. Now, see, whenever you give an argument, every argument has something very, very obvious, right? When I say that, suppose we were doing that online gaming topic yesterday, okay, and when someone from you say that online gaming increases our mental capabilities, okay, if this is your argument. So many of you in your impact were saying that it increases critical thinking, it increases analytical skills, it increases decision making, etc. See, this is something that your entire argument is actually about. So this can be your impact, but what really would be meaningful is that you go a little more deep in it. And how will you go deep in it? Understand that your argument has something very visible, that it is increasing the mental capabilities. Now that is the first result of your argument. What you need to do next is understand, here's your result. What will happen from this result? That is, when your mental capabilities are increased, what changes will come in the life of that teenager? Maybe he'll perform better in his academics. Maybe he'll make better life decisions because he got decision making skills. All that stuff. So, what will happen because of your first result? That will be your impact. Another example can be when I'm saying that in online games, teenagers are able to make new friends. Okay, so the impact of this can be that once they have made new friends, क्या हो रहा है? Earlier, the introverts were not able to make friends in the real world. All right, now at least those introverts are able to make friends in the online world. That can be an impact. Secondly, they are making new friends. What is happening because of that? They are making new friends. That means their social communication skills are also improving. Okay, so that can be your argument. Plus, when they are making new friends, their friends can also help them out in emotionally, financially, etc., etc. So that will be an impact. So basically, if you want to see it as a framework, your argument is there. You have a very general result of that argument. Now think what will happen when you get that result? What other results will you get? And those other results ये achieve करने पे भी क्या result होगा? ऐसे करते करते तुम जितनी layer में जाते रहोगे, greater impacts you will be able to find. So this is one method of finding out the impacts. Another method can be the stakeholder approach. See, is there anyone here who knows who a stakeholder is?
Sir, what?
Okay. See,
So can you repeat?
Sir,
is
I
there
didn't
anyone here who
understand the
knows what a
first one.
stakeholder is? Okay. All right. So, is there any doubt in the first one? All those raise their hand. Okay. Cool. All right. So I'll just open the raised hands list. Just give me a second. Yeah. Garv. Garv, are you here?
Sir, I didn't understand the first one like at all.
Okay. All right. Fine. See, I'll be repeating it, and I hope that बाकी सबकी भी doubts इसमें answer हो जाएंगे. See, understand. You have an argument. Your argument is saying something. Okay. That is something that most of you presented as your impact system. As your impact system. Okay. But what you need to do is you got it something. Now think what will happen when that something is true. That will be your real impact. For example, if I say that if you do this, you will get 100 rupees. Okay. So you getting 100 rupees is not the impact. It can be, but it's not some impact that will give me the thing. What will be the impact? The impact will be that once you got 100 rupees, you can go out to eat something, you can go out to watch a movie, or you can do this, you can do that. That is what you'll get. Okay. So, तुमको 100 rupees मिले. Now you can go to watch a movie from that, or you can use that to go to eat something. Now this watching movie, this eating something, the something that you can do when you get those 100 rupees, that will be your impact. So अगर कल के argument के example से देखें, if there was an argument in online gaming that online gaming reduces the pressure of students, okay, reduces the pressure of teenagers. They act as a stress reliever. Now, what happens when these online gaming acts as a stress reliever? Because of that, students become happier, teenagers become happier. Because of that, teenage suicide and depression will reduce, which is a big problem in the present world. All this. Okay, is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Uh, all right. If none of you have, if you don't have a doubt, please lower your hand. Otherwise, keep raising. Okay, Arnav. Chaitanya.
Sir, I have a doubt that so in the argument, sir, in the we have to mention that what are the reason behind it. If we do this, you will get that.
Mhm. Okay, that depends, Chaitanya. Sometimes it can be very clear that if I'm saying ki games act as a stress reliever, so when they act as a stress reliever, it's very clear that when they're acting as a stress reliever, they will reduce depression, suicides, etc. Okay, but if you are giving some out of the box impact, then maybe you will have to explain it, right? So unless it is obvious, in most cases, your impacts will be obvious. If not,
Sir, if it is in the both mixture in the out of the box and in the in of the box, we have to give the reason also.
yeah, in that case, you will have to give, but preferably ऐसे impacts मत दो. Sorry, guys. Some network issue. There's some network issue. I don't think people will be connected right now unless if network is bad. Okay. Meanwhile, Rafi, what was your doubt, please? Rashi, are you there? Okay. Ayog, Rafi,
Sir,
your voice is
I have a
cracking.
doubt
Okay.
in the thing that you said that if I give you 100 rupees if you do this work. So, sir, this is also an impact. Like I'm doing some work for you and you are giving me 100 rupees, so I'm getting benefit. It is also we can consider it like as an impact or not.
Okay. So see, that also will come in your impact. If you're getting 100 rupees, that also can be an impact. Okay. Like when you're telling me that your mental capabilities will increase, that also is your impact. But that is not some impact that I am looking at. Okay. Because वो तो obvious impact है. उसमें तुमने मुझे आके क्या नया बता दिया. If you go a little deep into it, then that would be really great. जिसके लिए मैं तुमको ज़्यादा points दे पाऊंगा. Otherwise, I will give points for your this
So,
impact as well.
like
But that is not. Uh-huh.
it's like what I've done after getting 100 rupees. That will be
Exactly, exactly. You have a result, you have the first result from your argument that is very obvious. Now, what will
hmm.
happen when that result gets true? This thing is your impact, which I want. Okay?
So,
Is it
hmm.
clear now, guys?
Yes.
Chetan,
So, sir, I joined the class today only. So,
mhm.
that's why I don't know the impact in the. I do not know the meaning of impact here.
Okay, see, Chetan, just watch yesterday's recording. I'll send you to drop me a message. Meanwhile, impact is basically you have an argument. अब उस argument से actually हो क्या रहा है? That is your impact. Okay, it is in other words the result of an argument. All right,
Okay, sir.
in very short. Okay. See, this was one of your approaches to impacting that is known as higher order thinking or second order thinking, where you keep going into the result of the result. Okay, so I'm just going to read it out from the slide. Uh, I think I can present the slide as well now. I hope my voice will be clear right now. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The Wi-Fi is up again. Okay. All right. See, I'm just going to read it out. Second order thinking, as you can see in the middle one, there was at least some result of an argument. That is the first obvious result. Now think what happens because of that result. That will make your actual good impact. Okay? Want to go further? Think what happens when you get the result of your result right. Okay? And then you can go ahead furthermore. कि अब ये वाला result सही हुआ, then what will happen? And so on and so on. I'll cover stakeholders. I'll come to that happens. All right. So this was your first order thing. This was your second order thinking or higher order thing. All right. Now, Chetan, if you don't have a doubt, please lower your hand. Otherwise, keep it. Okay. Coming to the second one, that is a stakeholder approach. Now, for that, firstly, we need to understand who a stakeholder is. This is something that you will mostly see in college level debates, or a few good debaters using it in class 11th and 12th. Not at all your level. But still, if any one of you knows who a stakeholder is, that would be wonderful. So, according to my list, see, okay. Well, see, no one can say that I am biased because I am sharing my screen and showing you. Whoever's name is on the top, I'll be asking him or her. Yes, Sanvi, go ahead.
So you were asking someone that who is the one who knows that what
Mhm.
was
Who is the one who knows what a stakeholder is or who a stakeholder is? Okay. Next, Rashi. Do you know it?
No, sir, I have actually another doubt. That time when you were asking and calling, I was somewhere else, the network issue.
No issues.
Sir, I have a doubt. Like, if I give a reasoning, yesterday's topic, if I give a reasoning that many people are irritated and stressed by doing their work, so it will be a reasoning. And like we have to elaborate it more or just directly go to impact and then tell.
Rashi, this will come in your importance. As an importance, it is something wonderful, but this is not your reason. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Yes, Akshara.
Can I tell what a stakeholder is?
Yeah, please.
A stakeholder is basically a person who is present in the debate but does not hold any power over whatever happens in the debate.
Okay. Okay. Okay, cool.
Like an audience.
All right. All right. Anyone else? Yeah, Garv.
Sir, I would like to say the same thing.
Okay, cool. All right. So basically, a stakeholder can have several meanings, but I'll tell you the one in the debate sense. In the debate sense, a stakeholder is someone who is likely to be affected from your motion or from your topic. Okay. So when we have this topic of examinations have throttled the Indian education system. In this topic, of course, who all are going to be affected? Your students are going to be affected because it is about examinations have throttled the Indian education system. Teachers are going to be affected. Parents are going to be affected. And the society at large are going to be affected. Okay. These are your stakeholders. Basically, the persons or the people who are the most affected by a debate topic. And they need not be a person or a living organism. Stakeholder can also be an idea, like an idea of democracy, like an idea of aristocracy. A stakeholder can also be a country. So anything, any object, any person who is likely to be affected from your topic, he or she is known as your stakeholder. Something that you will learn very later. So if you have any doubt, it is totally not of your level. So if you have any doubt, please do ask. Yes, Gar, quickly.
So if we want to like give state an argument or the other person's points, like rebuttal or something, then we can
Mhm.
use stakeholder approach.
See, stakeholder is something that you can use in a lot of areas, right? I'll be telling you what that is. Then where you want to use it actually, that totally depends upon your style and what you want to do. Okay. This is Neelam. Is that your name?
So actually, it's Advika.
Advika, right? Advika, go ahead.
Can you please summarize stakeholder approach once more? I didn't understand.
See, I did not tell you about the stakeholder approach right now. I just told you who a stakeholder is. Did you understand that?
No.
Okay, okay. See, a stakeholder is basically someone who is affected from your debate motion. That is, if I say, hey, online gaming is, no, online gaming, so I'll make you do. If I say that I'm going to give you 100 rupees, same example. Now, in this case, who all are going to be affected? I am going to be affected because I am the one who is giving you 100 rupees. You are going to be affected because you will be getting it. So we both are going to be affected. So in this case, we both become the stakeholder. Similarly, you have a debate topic that is that we should not hang criminals. That is, they should not be given death as a sentence. Okay. So if you are not giving death punishment to the prisoners, if this is your motion, then who all are going to be your stakeholders? Of course, the prisoners, because it is about them. And when the prisoners are punished, the people who were sufferers, that is the victims, they also are the stakeholders. Are you able to understand now? Anyone who is affected from your topic. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. Ramya. Ramya. Yeah.
Sir, I also had the same problem.
Okay. Is that clear now, Ramya?
Yes, sir.
Cool. This is Chaitanya, I think. Huh, Chaitanya.
So as you said that the stakeholders, so are the people who are affected.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So so if we get a psych if we get a gift from our mother or father, our
Mm-hmm.
parents, and we are going we are the stakeholders. We and our mothers will be called as stakeholders.
If you are getting a gift from your parents, then of course you are also a stakeholder. Your parents are also a stakeholder. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. And in the debate POV, in the debate POV, anyone who is going to be affected from your motion, from your topic, is the stakeholder. Right. This is Rashi.
Sir, will the environment be also affected?
Environment can also be a stakeholder,
Oh,
depending upon the topic.
okay.
Let's Sandy.
So in the booklet, there's an example of a debate that online classes are better than traditional classes. So in that case, in the stakeholders can be the parents because they are the one that buy the phone or whatever gadget we have our online classes on.
Right, right, right. Right. Parents can be stakeholder, the students can be stakeholder, teachers can be stakeholder, society can be stakeholder in that case. Okay. All right. Uh, Chaitanya, do you have another doubt?
Sir,
If not, then
sir, as I in the stakeholders, can a non-living thing can be a stakeholder?
right, right. It can be. It can be. It can also be an idea, like the idea of democracy, the idea of freedom.
Sir, and also like a feeling or something that we cannot touch or see.
Yeah, all of it.
Okay,
Anything
sir.
can be a stakeholder. Okay. Now let's talk about the stakeholder approach. When you are clear with the stakeholder approach in finding out the impacts becomes very simple. You have an argument, think how that argument is going to affect each of your stakeholders. For example, yesterday someone from you told me that argument that these online gaming acts as a stress reliever for students. Okay. Now, when online gaming is acting as a stress reliever for students, oh no, online gaming you guys will do. I will do the examination one for you. All right. Okay. So, if your topic is that examinations have throttled the Indian education system, in that case, you are making an argument. Actually, I'll come to you. Just wait. You are making an argument that examinations lead to student suicides, and that is why they are harmful. All right. Now, in this argument that examinations lead to student suicides, the stakeholders in this entire debate are going to be the students, the parents, the teachers, and the society. Now, when you talk about this argument that exams lead to student suicides, how are they going to be affected? See, a student is of course affected because it is ultimately their suicides. ठीक है बच्चे मर रहे हैं तो उन पे तो इम्पैक्ट पड़ ही रहा है. Is that clear? Have all of you turned off your video or is there some issue in my network connectivity? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Yes,
Cool, cool, cool.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Guys, if possible, do turn on your cameras. ऐसे अच्छा नहीं लगता. Yeah, join from as many devices you want to. Okay, so you talk about this. You talk about the students. You say, of course, the students are going to be affected because ultimately it is their society. Ultimately, they are the ones who are suffering. Ultimately, they are the ones who are getting depressed, etc., etc. So students are affected. Then same argument that it is leading to student suicides. How are the parents affected? See, parents के ही बच्चे मर रहे हैं. So ultimately, it is a huge emotional problem for them. And also, these students are the ones who were most likely to support their parents when their parents got old. Okay. Now, when these students are not there, they have lost their only source of support. So, of course, the parents are also affected. Plus, of course, all the emotional trauma that the parents have to go through. Plus, of course, all the things that they have to hear from everyone in the society. कि तुमने अपने बच्चे को मार डाला, all that kind of stuff. So this is how your parents will be affected when there are student suicides. Then you talk about your third stakeholder. Third stakeholder was teacher. See, understand when a student commits a suicide, it's not a simple problem, it's not a small problem. And teachers several times are brought to the police station, right? A huge inquiry is done. Okay, and teachers suffer a lot in that. Plus, also teachers' image, their reputation, that suffers. So that is how teachers will be affected when examinations are leading to student suicides. And coming to the last stakeholder, that was your society or your country. See, society may, when there are a lot of good humans, of course, they are able to contribute to the society in thousand number of ways. But if everyone starts to commit suicide, then it will become a problem for the society. So that is how your society will be affected. So we had the topic that examination have throttled the Indian education system. In that, I had an argument that examinations lead to student suicides. Was here argument ka? What is the impact on student? What is the impact on parents? What is the impact on teachers? What is the impact on society? मैंने अपने सारे stakeholders पर impact बताया. This is the stakeholder approach. Now, if you guys have any doubt, firstly we'll go to Akshana.
Could you recap second order thinking?
I will. See. Second order thinking is basically you have an argument and every argument has one very general and obvious result, right? इसमें ही देख लो अगर that examinations are leading to student suicides, so an obvious result is that student suicides हो रहे हैं, ठीक है? अब if you give me that as your impact, that can act as impact, but that is not an impact that you will get a lot of marks for. Okay, what you will get marks for is you say देखो ये obvious result हो रहा है ना student suicides. Now what will happen because of that student suicide? That is what will be your impact. That is, when students are committing suicide, students are ultimately suffering. The parents are being affected because of so and so reason. The teachers are being affected because of so and so reason. So what happens when your obvious result is true? What happens because of that? That is your second order thinking. ठीक है? It's like ऐसा एक फ्लो चार्ट बना है तुम्हारा. टॉप पे ये आर्ग्यूमेंट हो रहा है. ये आर्ग्यूमेंट होने पे क्या हो रहा है? ये रिजल्ट 1 आया. फिर इस रिजल्ट 1 के होने पे कुछ और रिजल्ट 2 हो रहे होंगे. फिर उन रिजल्ट 2 के होने पे कुछ और रिजल्ट 3 हो रहे होंगे. ऐसा करते करते the more number of layers you go to, the better your impacts become. Okay, this was the second order thinking ka recap. Now doubts of the stakeholder approach, and is this is Ramya, go ahead.
Excuse me, sir. So can you please summarize the second point of stakeholder approach?
The written second point. This one.
Yes, sir. So you please, I can't understand that.
Okay. See, you understood what your stakeholders are, right? Okay. So stakeholders for that motion will remain same. Now you have 3 different arguments on that motion, right? You have argument 1. अब उस argument 1 का what is the impact on each of your stakeholders? You tell me that. You tell me how your argument 1 is going to impact your stakeholder 1. How is it going to impact your stakeholder 2? How is it going to impact your stakeholder 3? This is what you need to show me. Like student suicides, how will they affect teachers? How will they affect parents? How will they affect students? This is what you call as the stakeholder approach. Then you come to the second argument. Second argument that that it leads to an unhealthy competition. So how does this unhealthy competition affect students? How does this unhealthy competition affect teachers? How does this unhealthy competition affect parents? How does this unhealthy competition affect the society? Similarly, for the third argument. Okay, Ramya. All right.
Okay,
Next we move on to Ranveer. Yeah.
Sir, I have the same problem than Navya.
Okay, Ranveer. Okay. So,
Okay, sir, thank you.
do you want me to repeat it again? I will. Ask me 1,000 times. I will.
No, sir, I understand.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Ayushi, then Sandy. Ayushi, tell me a question.
So like we can tell like directly in a debate that the stakeholders are this and
Right, you can give that. See, stakeholders are something that you won't often hear in school level debates. Okay, they generally come at the college level debates, or they generally come in other formats of debating, something known as Asian parliamentary debate, which you guys won't be doing as of now. In those debates, stakeholders are very important. But in your school level debates, stakeholders are not something that is required. So if you give that, of course you can give that. But even if you don't, still it won't be a problem. Alright? अगर मैं स्टार्टिंग में आके स्टेक होल्डर सारे नहीं भी बताता, स्टिल मैं बोल देता दैट इस आर्ग्यूमेंट का स्टूडेंट्स पे इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है, टीचर्स पे इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है, पेरेंट्स पे इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है, तब भी वो इम्पैक्ट प्रॉपर होता है, अच्छा होता है. सो इफ यू वांट यू कैन लिस्ट योर स्टेक होल्डर्स इन द बिगिनिंग, बट इफ यू डोंट वांट टू डू दैट, still your impact will be as powerful, at least in school level debates, or at least in conventional debates.
Yes, sir. Understood. Thanks.
All right. This is Sanvi. Yeah, Sanvi.
So it's a bit out of context, but in the booklet only, there was a debate that we should kill people who are below poverty line in our country. So during that, it was written that we should tell them, "Are you even human?" So it would be very rude to say if we are directly saying it. So how we will counter that situation if we want to?
Sorry. What's written in the booklet? We will. Kya?
We should kill the people in our country who are below poverty line because they are going to die anyways.
Mm-hmm. All right. You're talking about, I think, that thing. Be human. That heading, subheading, right?
Yes, sir.
So what you are saying
So in
about
that,
it?
it was inhumane. So if
Mhm.
so, how we will encounter that situation? Because it was written that we can say that, "Are you even human?" Yes, sir, this one only.
Right. See, when you talk about refutation, I won't go into depth of that because that is not something we have covered as of now in the class. Okay, we will be covering that in the upcoming sessions. But just to answer your doubt quickly, generally people don't say such inhuman things over there. But if they do, by debate may you will see people being way more rude. Someday you will be going to Delhi University, some of you, and you will be going to Delhi University's debate circuit. You will see how you will actually see how rude debaters can be. Okay, so you can easily say so. If your opponent is rude enough to say that kill 1,000 people, you can be rude enough to point him out at least. All right. तो मुंह पे बोलो कैसे कह रहे हो ये चीज? Do you think it's right to kill 1,000 people just for this impact that you want? Uh, is there any other doubt in stakeholder approach? No? Okay, great, wonderful. All right. So we covered two methods of finding out impacts, that is the stakeholder approach and second order thinking. Now we'll be going to the final one, that is pestle analysis. Now pestle analysis is something that you can use not only in debating, but also in thousands of areas. And especially if any one of you goes into this career of management consulting, or if any one of you wants to be a government servant, a civil servant, IAS, IPS, IAS, not IPS, in majority of these areas, and see, you will use something known as a pestle analysis. So does anyone over here have the idea of pestle analysis? Please raise your hand. Okay, I did not expect that, honestly. Yeah, this is Rashi. Go ahead.
So pestle analysis, maybe it would be like what is the impact on the surroundings, the what is the impact on the social surroundings, the environment, or like this somewhat.
Mhm. Right, exactly. Ayushi.
So pestle analysis is in which like there are six topics as you've written: political,
Mhm.
economic, social, technology, and environmental and legal. So like what impact would it do to politically, economically, and socially, like that?
Exactly. Last one. Okay. Last one, I'll take Arnav. Okay. He's not here, so last one is Ayog. Tell me quickly, and then we'll move.
So the question analysis is it used to examine the political, economical, social, technological, environmental, and legal factors. And sir, it analyze you to identify threats and weakness of these six topics.
Mhm. Okay, fine. Right. Ranveer, go ahead, and then we'll move on to pestle analysis. No one else, please. Sorry. We'll ask you other questions. Okay. All right. I think Ranveer does not want to speak. Of course, everything is covered. That is why you won't be speaking. All right, Ranveer, next time you have a question, I'll ask you first. Okay. All right. So, pestle analysis, as you guys clearly stated, देखो, your argument, not only your argument, several things which you do, their impacts can be broken down using pestle analysis. What is that pestle analysis? Political impact, economic impact, social impact, technological impact, environmental impact, and legal impact. Okay, let's just wait a second, please. Now, you have a topic, you have an argument, you can see how that argument is affecting the political scenario, or how that argument is affecting the economy, or how that argument is affecting the social surroundings, that is the humans, how that argument is affecting the technological environment, how that argument is affecting environment, how that argument is affecting legal things. Okay, if you are able to break your argument into this, then you will be able to give a lot of impacts. देखो generally क्या होता है, you have an argument, you won't be able to break it down into all 6 of these, but you will be able to get 1 or 2 of these from that argument. Even if you are able to get 2 of these in your argument, that means you have at least 2 impacts of your argument. Okay, and if you are able to get more than 2, then it's checking on the cake. So this is something that I'm sure will be new for almost everyone, except for us. So is there anyone who has doubt in this thing or want me to explain any of these in detail? I will. Yeah, Rashi.
Yes, sir. Second order thinking. I please explain it again.
Okay, second order thing. All right, all right. Yeah, how do you think? Rashi, what was the argument that you gave yesterday?
So it was like uh, uh, by playing online games, like children and people are stress relief and they become more happy and just out of the box they are relaxed.
Exactly. So, okay, I'll explain this also. See, Rashi, you said that these games act as a stress reliever. Now, this is something that you're claiming. This is the first level. Then you said, कि देखो, stress relief हो रहा है, so because of that, people become happy. Okay, this is exactly the second order thinking that I'm talking about. You got the first thing correct, and उसके result से क्या हुआ? That is your people become happier. Now, what will happen that people become happier? So depressions will reduce. That is again going into depth of that thing. Okay, what will happen when depression is reduced? Suicides will reduce. Okay, and then so on. You can continue. जब तक continue कर सको. This is exactly your second order thinking, which knowingly or unknowingly you were already doing. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No worries. All right. There was a doubt in the chat section. What was it? It was, please explain personal analysis again. Okay. Afia, I'll just answer all the questions of personal analysis. Uske baad, if you want me to repeat, please tell me. I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Ram. Go ahead.
Sir, I also want to understand pestle analysis only.
All right. Okay. And Chaitanya, what do you have?
So in the second order thinking, does it mean that the result, what will affect the result will affect to the human life? It will make us happy or sad about. It will make us oh, exciting more and or depressed.
Yeah, it can be how it affects humans. That can be how it affects anyone.
Thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
So, guys, you wanted the personal analysis, right?
Excuse
I
me,
will
sir.
come to it. Yeah, this is Ramya, I think.
Sir, can you please explain me second order thinking first and fifth point?
first and fifth point. Okay. See, first point is just this written that you had some obvious claim in your argument. Like right now, Rashi के argument में था that these games act as a stress reliever. So that obvious claim is your first point. All right. Then first point के बाद these 2-3 points ये क्या है? She said कि stress reliever होता है, so people become happier. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that is what you get from the result of this. Now, ये result जो आया that people get happier, because of that you get some more result. That is your result का result, and that is कि depression कम होता है. That is what your fifth point is. Okay. फिर इस
Okay, sir.
depression का भी कुछ result होगा कि suicides कम होंगे. Then so on, यही fifth point continue होता जाएगा. It's like a chain.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
No worries. Okay. We have Aranya. Aranya, I cannot hear you if you are speaking something.
So can you explain stakeholder approach because I could not understand that well.
Hold on. Okay. I'll explain both stakeholder and pestle. First pestle and then followed by stakeholder. Just before that, Ayog, what is your doubt?
Sir, can you explain second order thing? 1 second.
I see. Right. See. You have some argument. Okay. हर आर्ग्यूमेंट में एक ऑब्वियस क्लेम होता है. यू आर सेइंग कि ये आर्ग्यूमेंट होने से ये हो रहा है. अब जब ये चीज होएगी तो उस चीज के होने से क्या रिजल्ट मिलता है, उसको हम कहते हैं सेकंड ऑर्डर थिंकिंग. उसके नाम पे मत जाओ, नाम भारी भरकम होते हैं फर्जी. ठीक है, जैसे अभी राशि भी वही सेम चीज कर रही थी, बस वो टर्म नहीं यूज करा था हम लोगों ने. वैसे तुम में से कई लोग ये चीज ऑलरेडी कर रहे हो, बट अगर इसमें दिक्कत हो रही है तो उसको इग्नोर कर दो.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Okay.
अगर इसको दिक्कत हो रही है तो इसको इग्नोर कर दो, बाकी की दो अप्रोचेस पे फोकस करो. अगर उनमें दिक्कत हो रही है तो हाँ.
Yes, sir. Like you said, that go deep. Deep में जाके उसको रिजल्ट निकालो. Impact.
Right, exactly. अच्छा. Now,
Thanks.
स्टेक होल्डर. देखो, स्टेक होल्डर अप्रोच में बस ये करना है. आई थिंक अरण्या आस्क्ड इट. अरण्या, क्या आपको ये क्लियर है कि स्टेक होल्डर क्या होते हैं?
No,
Aranya, I
sir, I
cannot
could
hear.
not understand.
Okay. See. Aranya, if I come over here and say that from tomorrow onwards, I will take a 2.5 hour session instead of a 1.5 hour session.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So of course I am going to be affected because I'll have to take a 2.5 hour session. All of you will be affected because you will have to attend a 2.5 hour session. Okay. And of course, our managing team would be affected because they would have to manage a 2.5 hour session. So we three are going to be affected because of that. So if something is happening, someone or the other will be affected because of that thing. And ये जो लोग affect हो रहे हैं, इनको ही हम कहते हैं stakeholder approach. इनको हम कहते हैं stakeholder. क्या आप क्लियर है ना? वरना मैं फिर से बताता हूँ.
Yes, sir. No.
ओके, कूल, बहुत बढ़िया. अब देखो, ये स्टेक होल्डर्स वो लोग हैं जिन पे कुछ ना कुछ इफेक्ट पड़ रहा है तुम्हारा मोशन होने से. वही इफेक्ट की हम बात कर देंगे अगर तो हमारा इम्पैक्ट हो जाएगा. Today are we going to do any debate or argument? Welcome to that. Welcome to. ठीक है. सो अरण्या, मेरे पास 3 स्टेक होल्डर थे, मेरे पास एक आर्ग्यूमेंट था. मैं बता दूंगा कि इस आर्ग्यूमेंट से मेरे स्टेक होल्डर 1 को क्या तकलीफ हो रही है या उसकी लाइफ कैसे बेटर हो रही है. फिर मैं बताऊंगा कि मेरे स्टेक होल्डर 2 की लाइफ कैसे बेटर हो रही है या कैसे खराब हो रही है सेम आर्ग्यूमेंट से. फिर मैं बताऊंगा कि सेम आर्ग्यूमेंट से मेरे स्टेक होल्डर 3 की लाइफ कैसे बेटर या खराब हो रही है. ओके. इसको हम कहते हैं स्टेक होल्डर एनालिसिस या स्टेक होल्डर अप्रोच या इम्पैक्ट ऑफ द आर्ग्यूमेंट ऑन स्टेक होल्डर्स. यही सेम प्रोसेस में सारे आर्ग्यूमेंट्स के लिए रिपीट कर दूंगा और मुझे खूब सारे इम्पैक्ट्स मिल जाएंगे. क्या क्लियर है रम्या?
Yes, sir.
ओके, कूल. करेक्ट. अब कुछ लोगों ने पेस्टल एनालिसिस के लिए बोला था. ठीक. देखो, पेस्टल एनालिसिस में तुमको कुछ नहीं करना. जब कई बार थोड़े भारी भरकम लंबे से चौड़े से मोशन होते हैं तो उनके बहुत सारे अलग अलग इम्पैक्ट होते हैं. जैसे कि अगर मैं तुमसे यही वाला ले लेता हूँ, ठीक है, यही वाला लेता हूँ ना, कि एग्जामिनेशन हैव थ्रॉटल्ड द इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम। अब जब मैं इस चीज की बात कर रहा हूँ तो यहाँ पर ऑफ कोर्स सोशल इम्पैक्ट इज देयर। सोशल इम्पैक्ट का मतलब, आई फर्स्ट टेल यू व्हाट दीस 6 impacts आर। ओके, पॉलिटिकल इम्पैक्ट का बेसिक मतलब ये होता है एनीथिंग दैट इज रिलेटेड टू द पॉलिटिकल सिनेरियो ऑफ योर कंट्री, anything that is related to managing citizens, anything that is related to government, all of that will come in political impact. Secondly, what you have is economic impact. Anything related to do with money, anything to do something with money, anything related with all those terms that you hear on news, GDP, GNP, per capita income, blah, 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 all of that. Then the economy of your country, all of that comes in economic impact. If any of this has been affected in your argument, that is your economic impact. Third, the social impact. Social impact basically means your society or the humans. तो अगर तुम्हारे टॉपिक से ह्यूमंस पर या सोसाइटी पर कुछ फर्क पड़ रहा है, दैट इज व्हाट विल कम इन सोशल इम्पैक्ट। देन टेक्नोलॉजिकल इम्पैक्ट बेसिकली मीन्स कि तुम्हारे देश की या तुम्हारी टेक्नोलॉजी में क्या चेंजेस आ रहे हैं। फॉर इंस्टेंस, if today I'm able to bring in a lot of foreign companies into my country, then what will happen? These foreign companies will also bring in a lot of new technology into my country. So because of that, the technology of my country will upgrade. ठीक, ये अपग्रेड होगी, so my technology is getting better off. इस यही होगा हमारा टेक्नोलॉजिकल इम्पैक्ट। ओके, अब एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट। एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट में तुम्हारा आ जाएगा कार्बन फुटप्रिंट या सस्टेनेबिलिटी या क्लाइमेट चेंज या ग्लोबल वार्मिंग, ऐसी कोई भी चीज है रिलेटेड टू दीज थिंग्स, दैट इज व्हाट यू विल कवर इन एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट। ओके, एंड लीगल इम्पैक्ट, एनीथिंग टू डू विद द लॉज एंड रेगुलेशंस ऑफ योर कंट्री। कि अगर मैं जाके, आई होप यू ऑल नो अबाउट फंडामेंटल राइट्स, सबने फंडामेंटल राइट्स पढ़े। अब इफ आई एम
Yes,
डूइंग
sir.
समथिंग, if I'm doing something that is against the fundamental rights of citizens, so this is something that will come in the legal impact. Okay, that this is against the fundamental rights. So that will be a legal impact. कि लोगों के fundamental rights are being violated. तो अगर कोई भी चीज आपका लॉ से रिलेटेड है, रेगुलेशन से रिलेटेड है, that will come in your legal impact. तो ये 6 कैटेगरीज है आपकी। अब यू हैड एन आर्ग्यूमेंट, आप सोचो कि क्या इन 6 में से, 6 कैटेगरीज में से किसी 2 में भी इस आर्ग्यूमेंट से कुछ इम्पैक्ट पड़ रहा है। अगर पड़ रहा है तो वही इम्पैक्ट हमारा जो है पेस्टल एनालिसिस में हम यूज कर सकते हैं। जनरली आपके आर्ग्यूमेंट में इनमें से कोई ना कोई 2 चीजें मिल सकती हैं, ठीक, सारी नहीं। किस्मत अच्छी हुई तो 3 मिल जाएंगी, पॉलिटिकल, इकोनॉमिक, सोशल, टेक्नोलॉजिकल, एनवायरमेंटल, लीगल में से किस्मत अच्छी रही तो 3, जनरली 2 मिल जाएंगी, नहीं तो अगर एक भी नहीं मिलती तो कोई बात नहीं, स्टेक होल्डर, अगर एक भी नहीं मिलती तो भी कोई बात नहीं, स्टेक होल्डर अप्रोच है, सेकंड ऑर्डर थिंकिंग यूज कर लो। ठीक है, अब मुझे फिर से बताओ व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द वर्ड पेसिव। देखो, वर्ड का कुछ मतलब नहीं है, जैसे वो कुछ वो होते हैं ना एक्रोनिम, कि बेसिकली ये अगर तुम ये सारे फैक्टर्स देखो, पॉलिटिकल, इकोनॉमिक, सोशल, टेक्नोलॉजिकल, एनवायरमेंटल, लीगल, इन सब का पहला पहला लेटर लेके शॉर्ट फॉर्म बना दी गई है, पेस्टल एनालिसिस। ठीक है, उस शब्द का कुछ मतलब नहीं है। ओके, नाउ कमिंग टू द डाउट्स, दिस इज मनस्वी। मनस्वी, गो अहेड।
So I just wanted to say that so we'll have to look into the topic and then see that what can we take as the, like for example, if stakeholder approach is being applied or any of the two is being applied.
हाँ, सी यू हैव एन आर्ग्यूमेंट। अब जो भी तुम्हारे दिमाग में पहले क्लिक कर जाए, देखो ये सारी चीजें मैं तुमको बता रहा हूँ, राइट, बट व्हाट विल हैपन इज कि इनिशियली तुमको प्रैक्टिस के टाइम पे हो सकता है सोच करके ये करना पड़े कि चलो सेकंड ऑर्डर लगाते हैं, या चलो स्टेक होल्डर अप्रोच लगाते हैं, या चलो पेस्टल एनालिसिस करते हैं। प्रैक्टिस के वक्त पे हो सकता है तुमको ये मैनुअली लगाना पड़े, बट वंस यू हैव प्रैक्टिस्ड अ लॉट, देन दिस इज समथिंग दैट विल कम बाय इंट्यूशन। ओके, तो जब बाय इंट्यूशन ये होगा तो तुमको सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा कौन सी अप्रोच है, इंट्यूशन में दिमाग में जो पहले आ जाए वो अप्रोच लगा दो। जब इनमें से कोई भी अप्रोच से बाय इंट्यूशन दिमाग में कोई इंपैक्ट नहीं आ रहा, देन इनके बारे में एक एक करके सोचना चालू करो, क्योंकि कुछ ना कुछ इंपैक्ट तो चाहिए। ओके,
Okay, sir.
थोड़े से ईयर्स के बाद यू विल फिगर आउट कि विच वन ऑफ दीज वर्क्स बेस्ट विद यू, तुम्हें भी उसको ज्यादा यूज करना। All
Okay,
right.
sir.
Ramya.
Sure, so can you please explain legal impact and can you state one example of that?
Legal impact is basically anything that has to do with laws, regulations, constitution, acts, वो सारी चीजें जैसे कि जैसे हमने बात की थी फंडामेंटल राइट्स की, तो अगर कोई आर्ग्यूमेंट है जिससे लोगों का फंडामेंटल राइट्स वायलेट हो सकते हैं। राम्या, डू यू नो फंडामेंटल राइट्स क्या होते हैं?
Yes, sir.
ओके, कूल। सो यू नो कि ये आर्ग्यूमेंट अगर ये अगर आर्ग्यूमेंट हुआ, अगर ये चीज सच हुई, तो इससे लोगों के फंडामेंटल राइट्स वायलेट होंगे। तो उस वजह से तुम कहना चाहते हो ये चीज नहीं होगी। So when you are saying that the fundamental rights of people will be violated and because of that this thing should not happen, so that is a legal impact कि लोगों का फंडामेंटल राइट वायलेट हो रहा था, that is something जो बाय लॉ गलत है, that will come in legal impact. Okay रामया, cool. चैतन्य।
Sir, as you said, the stakeholder analysis is a effect on the stakeholder. So, what is the difference between both of them?
Different between which two things?
So, stakeholder and stakeholder analysis.
Okay, stakeholder is basically the person जिस पे इम्पैक्ट पड़ रहा है, एंड स्टेक होल्डर एनालिसिस का मतलब है यही चीज करना कि क्या इम्पैक्ट पड़ रहा है। ओके
Sir, I didn't understand the stakeholder analysis.
स्टेक होल्डर अप्रोच का ही नाम स्टेक होल्डर एनालिसिस है।
Okay, sir.
अगर स्टेक होल्डर ये भी ना समझ आई तो बताओ, मैं फिर से बता दूंगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
Yes, sir. ये समझ में नहीं आया, मैं गूगल से सर्च कर लूंगा बाद में।
अच्छा अच्छा। देखो, अगर मैं पबजी बैन कर दूं, चेतन पबजी खेला है कभी?
Yes, sir.
ये चैतन्य की तो आवाज नहीं लगी मुझे।
Sir,
चैतन्य
yes, sir.
खेला?
Yes, sir.
पबजी खेला है कभी?
नहीं, sir.
नहीं खेला। अच्छा, कोई गेम जो खेला हो बहुत ज्यादा?
The extreme car driving.
ओके, एक्सट्रीम कार ड्राइविंग खेला। ऑलराइट, अगर मैं कल उठ के एक्सट्रीम कार ड्राइविंग को कंट्री में बैन कर दूं, ठीक, अब यू वर समवन हु यूज्ड टू प्ले एक्सट्रीम कार ड्राइविंग अ लॉट, सो यू वुड बी समवन जो ये बैन करने से इफेक्ट होएगा, तो यू बिकम अ स्टेक होल्डर। ठीक, अब तुम पे इम्पैक्ट क्या पड़ेगा? हो सकता है तुम्हारा फेवरेट गेम बैन हो गया तो तुम परेशान हो जाओ, तुम कहो यार अब मैं क्या करूंगा, अब मैं कैसे खुश रहूंगा, अब मैं कैसे खेलूंगा, क्या करूंगा। सो ये जो इम्पैक्ट तुम पे पड़ रहा है कि तुम दुखी हो रहे हो, तुम परेशान हो रहे हो, तुम नाराज हो रहे हो, यही इम्पैक्ट तुम्हारा स्टेक होल्डर एनालिसिस या स्टेक होल्डर अप्रोच होता है। ठीक है,
Thank you, sir.
ओके चैतन्य। दिस इज नीलम, नीलम, sorry, what is your name? Advika, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, can you please explain environmental impact?
एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट। ओके अद्विका, सी आजकल सस्टेनेबिलिटी की बहुत ज्यादा बातें होती है ना, कि ग्लोबल वार्मिंग बढ़ रही है, क्लाइमेट चेंज हो रहा है, कार्बन फुटप्रिंट हो रहा है, ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस हैं, ये जितनी भी बातें हैं ना सस्टेनेबिलिटी की, ये सारी की सारी आपकी एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट आती है, कि आपके एनवायरमेंट पे अगर कुछ असर पड़ रहा है तो वो सब आपका एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट में आएगा। ओके,
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
ऑल राइट, ऑल ओके, बिफोर वी मूव अहेड आई थिंक चैटिंग दिस political impact is political, economic, and social impact. Okay. Second order thinking. Second order thinking. Okay. All right.
Excuse me, sir.
How? Yeah, Ramya.
Sir, can you please explain me first and second and third? No, sir. Third and
Ramya,
fourth. Third and
Ramya,
fourth.
Ramya. I will ask each one of you for doubts. Okay. एक एक करके सब पे जाएंगे, राइट? अच्छा, सी देखो, राशि, योर डाउट प्लीज, काफी देर से एंडर्स कर रहा हूँ।
Yes, sir. So, the environmental impact, like you said, the greenhouse gases or the climatic changes will be affected. So, if you say that the children are committing suicide, then how will it affect the climate change?
नहीं, सी देखो राशि, जैसे मैंने कहा हर आर्ग्यूमेंट में ये 6 की 6 चीजें नहीं होंगी, जनरली 2 ही चीजें होंगी एंड हो सकता है 3 मिल जाए, तो ये सारी होना जरूरी नहीं है, तो जरूरी नहीं कि एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट हो उससे कुछ, ओके, उससे इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट होगा, सोशल इम्पैक्ट होगा, ये चीजें होंगी, ठीक। अच्छा, अब समवन आस्क्ड पॉलिटिकल इम्पैक्ट, सोशल इम्पैक्ट एंड इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट, ये फिर से बताना। देखो पॉलिटिकल इम्पैक्ट में तुम्हारे बेसिकली ये आएगा एग्जाम्पल के तरीके, देखो पॉलिटिकल इम्पैक्ट इज समथिंग जो जनरली तुमको स्कूल लेवल पे, एक सेकंड आई जस्ट म्यूट किसी को माइक ऑन है, या ओके, सो आयोग पहले सबको एक्सप्लेन कर देंगे, उसके बाद ही डिबेट आगे होता है, ओके सी पॉलिटिकल इम्पैक्ट में, पॉलिटिकल इम्पैक्ट इज समथिंग जो जनरली तुमको स्कूल लेवल में मना किया जाएगा, स्कूल में बोल दो कि स्कूल वाले तुम्हारे, कई बार स्कूल लेवल के जजेस तुम्हारे नंबर काट लेते हैं पॉलिटिक्स पे बात करने की, बट बाहर कहीं अगर जाओगे कॉलेज वगैरह में, तो तुम्हारे जो पॉलिटिकल सिनेरियो होता है, जो पॉलिटिकल चीजें होती हैं कि बिल्स जो पार्लियामेंट में पास होते हैं उसके रिलेटेड अगर कोई चीज है, तो वो तुम्हारा पॉलिटिकल इम्पैक्ट में जाता है। इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट में जो तुम्हारा आता है, सी देयर आर सेवरल थिंग्स जो तुम्हारी कंट्री की इकोनॉमी को इम्पैक्ट करती है, या लोगों के पास कितना पैसा है उस चीज को इम्पैक्ट करती है। जैसे अगर मैं कल उठ के डिमोनेटाइजेशन कर दूं, आई होप सबको डिमोनेटाइजेशन पता है, जब 500 एंड 1000 रुपीज की नोट बंद हो गई थी, चलो चलिए तक अगर मैं कह दूं कि कल से सारे गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज की जो सैलरी है वो मैं डबल कर दूंगा, ठीक, कल से मैं सारे गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज की सैलरी डबल कर दूंगा, तो अब इससे इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा, क्यों पड़ेगा कि एम्प्लॉयज की सैलरी बढ़ी तो लोगों के पास ज्यादा पैसा आया, और जहां पैसे की बात आई वहां आ गया इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट, ठीक, सो दिस इज योर इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट। प्लस इतने लोगों का पैसा मैं गवर्नमेंट के जो फंड से दे रहा हूँ, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉयज हैं उनकी सैलरी गवर्नमेंट देती है, तो गवर्नमेंट फंड पे एक काफी नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा इससे, क्योंकि बहुत तेजी से खाली हो जाएगा अगर मैं सबको डबल सैलरी दे रहा हूँ, ठीक है, सो दैट इज ऑल्सो इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट। So anything that has to do something with money और something with your office work वगैरह वाली चीजें, वो सब तुम्हारा इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट पे आता है, ठीक है। फिर सोशल इम्पैक्ट, जहां पर भी पीपल आर बीन इफेक्टेड, ह्यूमंस आर बीन इफेक्टेड, वो सारी चीजें सोशल इम्पैक्ट में आती हैं। अगर लोग सुसाइड कर रहे हैं, अगर लोग खुश हो रहे हैं, अगर लोग नाराज हो रहे हैं, अगर सोसाइटी में यूनिटी बढ़ रही है, ये सारी चीजें सोशल इम्पैक्ट में आएंगी। होप इट इज क्लियर नाउ। अब अगर किसी को किसी भी चीज में कोई डाउट है तो प्लीज रेज योर हैंड, एंड आई थिंक किसी का उठा हुआ भी है, अर्नब, अर्नब एंड देन रानू, श्योर, ठीक है, अर्नब गो अहेड। अर्नब, ओके अर्नब, वी कैन नॉट हियर यू, एक काम करना टाइप कर देना, मीनवाइल हाँ राना आप बताओ आपको क्या डाउट था।
Sir, can you please explain me a social impact and technological impact with one example?
सोशल इम्पैक्ट का एग्जाम्पल आपका हो जाएगा कि examinations are leading to student suicides, okay, so student suicides something to do with people, the people are committing suicide, it is a social impact, all right, plus students will be depressed, students are being affected, people are being affected, so social impact, this is your example for that. Technological impact, if a foreign company comes to my country, that foreign company brings a lot of advanced technology, okay, so now advanced technology has come into my country, so एक तरीके से अगर देखा जाए तो मेरे देश की टेक्नोलॉजी इंप्रूव हुई, अपग्रेडेशन हुआ, दिस इज योर टेक्नोलॉजिकल इम्पैक्ट का एग्जांपल, ओके, ऑलराइट,
Thank you, sir.
नो वरीज, एनी अदर डाउट, सेकंड ऑर्डर, ऑल ठीक है, चलो, ओके गाइस, सेकंड ऑर्डर में बात है, देखो इसका अगर मैं अपन जानवर है, ठीक है गाइस, जस्ट अ सेकंड, इसका अगर मैं नाम बदल के कर दूं रिजल्ट का रिजल्ट, ठीक है। ओके, अब देखो, आई थिंक अरण्या ने ये चीज पूछी थी। अरण्या, कैन यू प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ अगर पॉसिबल?
Yes, sir.
ओके अरण्या, टेल मी द आर्गुमेंट जो तुमने कल रन किया हो।
So it was that gaming improves concentration and focus, and also hand-eye
Okay.
coordination.
ऑलराइट, कूल कूल, ठीक है। तुमने कहा कि गेमिंग इंप्रूव्स कंसंट्रेशन एंड फोकस एंड आल्सो हैंड आई कोऑर्डिनेशन, ठीक। अच्छा, यू सेड दिस थिंग टू मी, ऑलराइट फाइन। ये हो गया तुम्हारा इसका एक ऑब्वियस क्लेम जो तुमने अपनी रीजनिंग से प्रूव किया। नाउ वंस यू हैव डन दिस, ये होने से क्या हो रहा है, ये रिजल्ट पाने से क्या रिजल्ट मिलता है, that when teenagers have better concentration, it will lead to better academic outcomes, ठीक है। Then when people have better hand-eye coordination, it improves their reflexes, ठीक है। And और क्या बोला था तुमने, when people have better decision making or quicker decision making, they will be able to make better decisions in their life। तो तुमने अपने आर्ग्यूमेंट में कहा कि कुछ हो रहा है, अब वो होने से क्या हो रहा है वो तुम्हारा इम्पैक्ट में आएगा हायर ऑर्डर थिंकिंग। सो इट इज बेसिकली तुम्हारे रिजल्ट का रिजल्ट। अब अगर मुझे और डीप में जाना है तो मैं इस रिजल्ट के रिजल्ट का भी रिजल्ट निकाल दूं और फिर जो उसका रिजल्ट आएगा उससे भी कह दूंगा कि इससे ये हो रहा है। तो जितना मैं ये करता जाऊंगा उतना ज्यादा डीप में मैं जाकर जाऊंगा। इज इट क्लियर नाउ अरण्या?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ओके ग्रेट वंडरफुल,
Thank you, sir.
नो वरीज। गाइस देखो, आज मैं तुम लोग के संग एक एग्जांपल डिबेट करना चाहता था जो मैंने बैच 1 के संग भी की थी, बट अभी तो टाइम थोड़ा सा हम लोग शायद ओवरशूट कर जाएंगे। चलो विल क्विकली डू दैट। एक्टिविटी नहीं कर पाए आज हम लोग। ओके फाइन, सी ऑलराइट, विल डू द एक्टिविटी टुडे। लेट्स डू दिस थिंग फर्स्ट। I'll open this one.
हाँ सही का। और वो फिर उसके बाद
Ramya, please mute yourself. This was open with her. Okay. See, we'll quickly do an example debate and इसको हम लोग साथ में एनालाइज करेंगे। अच्छा, एक चीज बताओ, I'll tell you guys a title, वो थोड़ा सा हायर लेवल का है, मुझे बताना कि अगर तुम लोगों को वो समझ आ रहा है। ओके, मीनवाइल मैं इसको भी चार्जिंग पे लगा दे रहा हूँ। मैं ऑडिबल तो हूँ ना? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
yes sir
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
okay, okay, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
बस करो, ठीक है। सी देखो, देयर आर सम जोन्स जिनके लिए एक स्पेशल टर्म है जिसको एनआरकी जोन्स कहते हैं। उस टर्म को अभी के लिए तुम लोग इग्नोर कर दो, अभी वो उस टर्म में दिखाऊंगा भी। बट समझो इन जोन्स में होता क्या है। इन जोन्स में होता ये है कि वहां पे कोई कायदा कानून नहीं होता। अब इमेजिन मैं तुमको तुम्हारे देश से निकाल दूं और एक ऐसी जगह पे डाल दूं जहां पर कोई गवर्नमेंट नहीं है, कोई पुलिस नहीं है, कोई आर्मी नहीं है, कोई कोर्ट्स नहीं है, ठीक है, कोई लॉज एंड रेगुलेशंस नहीं है, तुम्हारी जो मर्जी वो करो, ठीक है, बट तुमको बचाने के लिए पुलिस भी नहीं है। ऑलराइट, ऐसी ही जगहों को एक स्पेशल टर्म दिया जाता है। सो ऐसी ही जगहों को एक स्पेशल टर्म दिया जाता है। मुझे ये बताओ कि क्या ये जगह आप सबके लिए क्लियर है, मतलब इसका क्या मतलब है, क्या कह रहा हूँ मैं, क्या ये क्लियर है सबको? कोई यस मत बोलना, बस मुझे नोट कर
Yes,
दो
sir.
वीडियो पे। Okay, ठीक है। अब इसी के
Sir, I
रिलेटेड
am
एक बड़ा प्यारा सा,
confused.
ओके आके, मैंने भी कुछ नहीं बताया, मैंने बस ये बताया कि देखो, तुम्हारी कुछ ऐसी जगहें होती हैं जहां पर कोई गवर्नमेंट रूल्स नहीं होते, गवर्नमेंट ही नहीं होती है, पुलिस नहीं होती, आर्मी नहीं होती, जो चाहे वो करो, कोई लॉ नहीं, कोई कानून नहीं, इनको हम कहते हैं एनार्की जोन्स। क्या कहते हैं? ये देखो यहाँ पे लिखा है एनार्की जोन्स।
Okay.
अच्छा, यहाँ पे भी इसका मीनिंग दिया हुआ है कि एनार्की जोन इज अ रीजन characterized best as a state of nature with no governmental jurisdiction, no laws, and an abundance of natural resources for survival. With the existence of anarchy zones, individuals in society can consent out of the government's laws, enter the zone, and live within a free state of nature. Okay? अब यहाँ पे होता क्या है कि हम जबरदस्ती किसी को उन जोन्स में नहीं धक्का मार के डाल देंगे, हम आपको चॉइस देंगे। आपको रहना है तो आप अपने असली देश में रहो, जहां पर हमेशा रहते आए हो, इंडिया में रहो। बट अगर आपका मन करे तो जाके इन अनार्की जोन्स में रहने लो, ये हम आपको चॉइस दें, वी विल नॉट फोर्स यू। ऑलराइट, इसी के रिलेटेड एक डिबेट है, थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स है, थोड़ा सा हाई लेवल की है। दिस इज अ डिबेट जो एसआरसीसी में, एसआरसीसी इज अ फेमस कॉलेज इन दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी, वहां पे बहुत बड़ा डिबेटिंग कॉम्पिटिशन होता है, वहां पर ये डिबेट फर्स्ट प्राइज जीती थी। सो दिस इज समथिंग वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग जो मैं तुम लोग के साथ कवर करना चाहूंगा, बट एट द सेम टाइम दिस इज अ लिटिल बिट हायर लेवल। तो टेल मी, do you guys want to do this or do you guys want to do something that is of your level? Abhi, raise your hand if you guys want me to do this. Okay, cool. 18 19 people. Okay, I'll just lower them all. Now raise your hand if you want me to do an easy debate. There's no problem in that. Okay. All right. So there are 6 people. Okay. No issues, guys.
Yeah, guys, can you hear me? Okay. So I think I am audible now. Am I?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Cool. See, हम लोग एक काम करते हैं, we will discuss both of these things. ठीक है, जल्दी जल्दी करेंगे, हम ज्यादा डेप्थ में नहीं जाएंगे। Alright? पहले हम ये वाले
Sir, but the time is up.
time is up. I know, मैंने कहा ना हम ज्यादा डेप्थ में नहीं जाएंगे, हम पहले ये वाली करेंगे। And if any one of you have a problem, if any one of you have a doubt, then हम लोग सिंपल वाले पे चले जाएंगे। Okay? I'll just take 10 or 15 minutes ज्यादा।
Okay, sir.
चलो, see. In this motion, okay, so you guys, the topic is कि we should create more anarchy zones. Okay, अच्छा, just tell me this. Lower your hands, everyone, and just tell me this. अगर किसी को इस चीज में डाउट है कि एनार्की जोन्स होते क्या, तो हम स्ट्रेट अवे इजी वाले टॉपिक करेंगे, इसको छुएंगे। Raise your hand if any one of you has a doubt in what an anarchy zone is. Okay.
Sir, can I tell the what are anarchies?
Chetan, I would have definitely asked you, but sorry, अभी time कम है ना, इसलिए।
Okay, sir.
सौम्य आंसर भी देखो। Okay, सौम्य आ गए, कोई नहीं। Okay, fine. If everyone is fine with that, एक बार फिर से, एनार्की जोन वो जगह है जहां पर तुम्हारा कोई कायदा कानून नहीं, कोई गवर्नमेंट नहीं, कोई लॉ नहीं, कोई पुलिस नहीं, कोई आर्मी नहीं, खुली छूट जो करना। टॉपिक ये कह रहा है कि वी शुड क्रिएट मोर एनार्की जोन्स, मतलब हमें ऐसे जोन्स और बढ़ाने की जरूरत है। ओके, नाउ दिस इज द इंट्रोडक्शन, दैट इज आई एम जस्ट रीडिंग इट आउट। No one leaves home unless home is the mouth of a shark. You only leave home when home won't let you stay. A few lines by British poet Washington Shire aptly suggests why we need these anarchy zones. Anarchy zones wherein individuals can consent out of governmental laws, live in a state of nature without a central authority, that is the government and the police. Well, what is this debate about? This debate is about whether the individuals would be willing and would be able to live in these anarchic zones. And in what case would they be better off, with government or without government? We have three stakeholders today, that is individuals, government, and society. I believe that it is plain simple introduction, nothing much to discuss. Okay. Now we come to the interesting part. Right? यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, we present to you three arguments today that our case is better. Firstly, upliftment of weaker sections. Secondly, better governance even in areas outside the anarchic zones. And thirdly, peaceful zones. We present to you these three arguments today. Now, by your understanding of a structure of a debate, can anyone tell me what are we doing right now? जो भी सबसे पहले हाथ रेस करेगा मैं केवल उससे पूछना, केवल एक बंदा. Garv, go ahead. What are we doing right now?
Sir, first we are understanding what this motion is trying to say and what this motion is about.
Okay, cool. Rashi, just tell me what I am doing in these 2-3 lines that we present to you.
So you are telling what is the motion all about? What is this motion trying? What are you trying to convey with this motion?
Okay.
With your debate?
Okay, guys, see. Ignore ये वाला पूरा पोर्शन जो हमने पहले करा, ठीक है? ये 3 लाइनें, ये 2 लाइनें मैं दोबारा पढ़ रहा हूँ, बस इनकी बात करेंगे. We present to you 3 arguments today to prove that our case is better. Firstly, upliftment of weaker sections. Secondly, better governance even in areas outside the anarchic zones. And thirdly, peaceful zones. अब मुझे बताओ, from the structure of a debate, मैं यहाँ पर क्या कर रहा हूँ? Ayog. I will ask
Sir, you are trying to
Ayog.
like to tell us the topic about debate and tell about anarchy zones and how they work.
अच्छा, Razan, what are we doing?
So actually, my name is Ira, and you're trying to tell the roadmap of your debate.
Exactly. What is your name?
Sir, Ira.
Ira. Okay. Right. Exactly. As Ira and someone in the comment section as well. Yeah, as Ira, Garb, and Neelam. No, not Neelam. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. As all three of you correctly pointed out, exactly. We are talking about the roadmap over here. कि हम कौन-कौन से आर्गुमेंट्स आज कवर करने वाले. अच्छा, अगर तुम लोग नोटिस करो, यहाँ पे मैंने कोई भी आर्गुमेंट डेप्थ में नहीं बताया. I just said कि ये आर्गुमेंट कवर करेंगे, इनके टाइटल क्या है. All right. Once I have done this, now I come to the first argument. That is, firstly, upliftment of the weaker sections of society. In the present government, मेरी स्क्रीन तो शेयर है ना? नहीं ना?
No, sir.
No, sir. So I was fine in that.
हाँ, तभी मैं कहूँ फिर मैं किधर स्क्रीन लाने कह रहा हूँ, तुम लोग नोटिस क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो? Okay. हाँ, अभी हम लोग यहाँ this portion. This is what we are doing right now. So here I am beginning with the first argument. Firstly, upliftment of weaker sections of the society. मैंने बस आर्ग्यूमेंट का टाइटल दोबारा से रिपीट किया है ताकि जज को स्ट्राइक कर जाए कि अच्छा अब हम इस वाले आर्ग्यूमेंट की बात करने जा रहे हैं. ओके, सो आई सेड फर्स्टली upliftment of the weaker sections of the society. In the present government, status quo को हटा दो. In the present world क्या हो रहा है that most of the governments are majoritarian, so the government may form policies beneficial for the majority but exploitative for the weaker sections. उसको इग्नोर करो. मैं आसान शब्दों में कहूँ तो बस ये हो रहा है कि आज के टाइम में ज्यादातर गवर्नमेंट्स क्या हैं, वो मेजॉरिटी पॉपुलेशन के लिए चीजें करती हैं और माइनॉरिटीज की नीड्स इग्नोर कर दी जाती हैं. तो जो भी गवर्नमेंट के लॉज बनते हैं वो मेजॉरिटी को देख के बनते हैं, माइनॉरिटी को देख के नहीं. अब प्लीज कोई भी मेरे ऊपर चढ़ना नहीं फॉर पॉलिटिक्स. मैं पॉलिटिक्स की यहाँ पे बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ किसी भी कंट्री की, मैं बस जनरली बता रहा हूँ. ओके, ये चीज होती है। तो दिस इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से ओवर हियर। आगे अगर बात करें, while everyone please mute yourself everyone, I'll ask you to unmute. Okay, chalo child have Ramya, please mute yourself. Right. Okay, moving ahead. While in case of anarchic zones, there are no such laws. अब मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ कि देखो, गवर्नमेंट जब एग्जिस्ट करती है तो वो मेजोरिटी के लिए लॉ बनाती है, वीकर सेक्शंस की नीड इग्नोर होती है। लेकिन एनार्किक जोन्स में तो लॉ ही नहीं होते। अब जब लॉ नहीं होते तो वहां पे लॉ में बायस की बात ही नहीं आती, क्योंकि लॉ ही नहीं है। ओके, फिर मैं आगे क्या कह रहा हूँ, furthermore, because majority populations are already happy in the present world where they live, they won't go to these anarchic zones. ठीक है, हमने जैसे कहा था कि एनार्किक जोन्स में आपको जाने ना जाने की चॉइस दी जाएगी। तो मैं कह रहा हूं क्योंकि कई सारे लोग, मेजॉरिटी पॉपुलेशन जो है वो अपनी प्रेजेंट दुनिया में ही खुश है, दे वोंट गो टू दीज एनार्किक जोन्स। सो हु विल गो टू दीज एनार्किक जोन्स? द वीकर सेक्शंस ऑफ सोसाइटी, दे विल गो टू दीज एनार्किक जोन्स। ठीक, अब ये वीकर सेक्शंस, ये वो लोग हैं जिन्होंने सिमिलर चैलेंजेस फेस किए, एंड बिकॉज दे हैव फेस्ड सिमिलर चैलेंजेस, दे कैन डेवलप एम्पैथी फॉर ईच अदर। एक दूसरे के दर्द को फील कर सकते हैं बेसिकली, एंड व्हेन यू डू दैट, एक भाईचारे वाली फीलिंग आ जाती है कि हम दोनों कश्मीरी पंडित हैं, हम दोनों को कश्मीर से निकाला गया था, तो हम दोनों में एक इंस्टेंट कनेक्शन बैठ जाता है और हमारे बीच में एक थोड़ा सा भाईचारा हो जाता है। ओके, ये चीज सबको क्लियर है? जस्ट नोड योर हेड, क्या बोल रहा हूँ, नोड योर हेड।
यस,
ठीक है, चलो। अच्छा देखो, अब मुझे कोई ये बताओ कि ये तो मेरा टाइटल हो गया, इस पॉइंट से लेकर के इस पॉइंट तक मैं एग्जैक्टली यहाँ पर क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। Someone tell me, raise your hand and I'll ask you. Okay. मुझे मेरी स्क्रीन नहीं देखनी है, क्या ये हट सकता है यहाँ से? छोड़। Okay, so the raise hands list. Okay, is there someone new over here? सब लोग बोल चुके हो बहुत बार। या विवेक बता।
So my name is Vanya actually.
Vanya.
And in these lines, you're trying to introduce your first argument.
Right, you can say introduce. Okay. Ishani.
So in these lines, you're trying to give the reason why your argument is true.
Exactly. See, I'm introducing my argument. I'm basically giving the reasoning कि मेरा argument true है। अगर किसी ने नोटिस किया हो तो मैंने यहाँ पर दो रीजन दी कि एक तो पहला कि गवर्नमेंट लॉ बनाती है मेजोरिटी के लिए, यहाँ पे लॉ बन ही नहीं रहा, ना गवर्नमेंट है, तो इस वजह से। दूसरा मैंने रीजन दिया कि यहाँ पर केवल माइनॉरिटी आएंगी तो उनका एक दूसरे के लिए भाईचारा होगा। ठीक, मैंने यहाँ पर दो रीजन दिए हैं सेम आर्ग्यूमेंट। उससे क्या होता है, जब तुम्हारा ओपोनेंट आएगा, ही विल ट्राई टू रीबट यू, वो तुम्हारे आर्ग्यूमेंट को खत्म करने की कोशिश करेगा। So if you have just one reason, he will easily be able to destroy your argument. But if you give him multiple reasons, then in order to destroy your argument, he will have to prove each one of those arguments wrong, which is going to be way more difficult. तो इसीलिए multiple reason देने से your argument becomes super solid. Okay? बस हाँ, ये नहीं कि 1000 रीजन दिए जा रहे हैं कि बाकी फिर डिबेट में कुछ कह ही ना पाए, नहीं, 2 रीजन दे दो काफी। So this was a reasoning. हमने टाइटल कर लिया, रीजनिंग कर लिया, रीडिंग ahead. As a result of this, even the weaker sections of the society are better off. ठीक है? Secondly, instead of minorities sprinkled in the majorities, which leads to racism, in this case, there are those smaller groups but with greater unity. Due to this unity, society as a whole is better off. So for two of our stakeholders, that is individuals and the society, the creation of these anarchy zones is beneficial. देखो, इसका मतलब क्या है, मैं यहाँ पे क्या कह रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ पे ये कह रहा हूँ कि इन वीकर सेक्शंस में जब केवल यही लोग जा रहे हैं माइनॉरिटी वाले, तो अब ये सारे माइनॉरिटी वाले लोग बेसिकली एक साथ रह रहे हैं। पहले क्या होता था, पहले मेजॉरिटी वाले लोगों के बीच में इन माइनॉरिटी को रहना पड़ता था। ऐसी सिचुएशन में रेसिज्म होता था, इनको डिस्क्रिमिनेशन फेस करना पड़ता था। ठीक, क्योंकि ये मेजॉरिटी के संग कुछ माइनॉरिटी रहती थी। अब ये सारी की सारी माइनॉरिटी एक साथ रह रही। अब एक जगह पे रहने वाले सारे लोग अगर एक जैसे हैं तो उनमें डिस्क्रिमिनेशन की बात ही नहीं आएगी, रेसिज्म की बात ही नहीं आएगी। ठीक। प्लस क्योंकि हमने पहले बात की थी, क्योंकि वहां पे भाईचारे की बात होती है, क्योंकि सबने एक जैसा दर्द महसूस किया है, तो उनमें यूनिटी भी ज्यादा होती है। Okay, so because of that, individuals are better off. Why? Because they need not face racism, and secondly, there is greater unity. नहीं, because they need not face racism. ठीक। प्लस जब रेसिज्म नहीं हो रहा है और यूनिटी बढ़ रही है, तो सोसाइटी इज ऑल्सो बेटर ऑफ। क्यों? क्योंकि हम कहते हैं कि सोसाइटी इज बेटर ऑफ when there is greater unity in the society, or when there is lesser racism in the society. Both of these things are happening, so because of that, society is better off. So individuals as well as society are getting better off from this argument. This is the only paragraph that we will be covering today, and this is the only paragraph that we covered in bachelor notes. Okay.
So can we leave now?
Just a minute, Jacqueline. Just a minute. Okay. Now, just tell me, anyone, कि यहाँ पर हम exactly क्या कर रहे हैं from structure of a debate. Raise your hands. Okay. Is anyone new? I think Ratika is new. Ratika.
Sir, actually, I'm Nitya Srivastav.
Okay, Nitya, go ahead.
Sir. Sir, in the paragraph that you read right now, that was basically an evidence, a sort of evidence, and also we are applying the stakeholders approach out here.
Exactly. We are applying the stakeholder approach, and वही stakeholder approach से हम basically इस argument के impact बता रहे हैं. Okay, so over here we are telling the impact. तो हमने ऐसे reasoning बताया, title दिया, reasoning दिया, and इसका impact दिया, and so on आगे भी arguments में किया गया है. Okay everyone? अच्छा वैसे this is also a turn code debate. तो क्योंकि पहले for the motion था, turn code में आगे बताएंगे क्या क्या होता है, बट अभी के लिए उसमें ये टर्न कोड डिबेट है, इसलिए इसमें फॉर और अगेंस्ट दोनों है. सो आई विल शेयर दिस डॉक्यूमेंट विद यू. इफ एनीवन ऑफ यू वांट्स टू रीड इट, मैं व्हाट्सएप पे भेज दूंगा, चाहो तो पढ़ लेना. एंड इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट्स इन दिस, मुझे कॉल कर देना या व्हाट्सएप पे. अच्छा, देयर इज आल्सो एन एक्सरसाइज जो बेसिकली तुम लोगों को घर के लिए मैंने बैच 1 को दी थी, एंड सेम चीज मैं तुमको भी देने वाला हूँ. मैं भी एक टॉपिक व्हाट्सएप करूंगा. प्रिपेयर अ 2 to 3 minute debate on it, अ प्रॉपर डिबेट, 2 to 3 minute और 3 to 4 minute, 3 to 4 minute की डिबेट इसमें प्रिपेयर करना. एक टॉपिक होगा, यू कैन गो ईदर फॉर और अगेंस्ट द मोशन, दोनों नहीं, एक ही चीज करोगे 3 से 4 मिनट के लिए. गिव मी इंट्रोडक्शन, गिव मी रोड मैप, गिव मी एटलीस्ट 2 to 3 आर्ग्यूमेंट्स, प्रॉपर पूरी डिबेट विद कंक्लूजन, मुझे रिकॉर्ड करके भेज देना व्हाट्सएप पे. ओके, टॉपिक क्या है वो मैं आपको अभी व्हाट्सएप कर दूंगा. सो नाउ दैट just a second, just a second, guys, just a second. Okay, so that ends all the main things over here. अब किसी को अगर leave करना हो, so you guys can leave, and if any one of you have a doubt or have a query, so you guys can stay back. And अब मैं सबसे एक एक करके पूछना चालू कर रहा हूँ जिनको ने raise hand किया. Okay.
मैम मैं जाऊँ?
Yes, you guys can leave. Okay, so Garv.
So can you please share the topic right now, because I cannot use the WhatsApp.
Yeah, I'll share on right now on WhatsApp. मैंने बैशन को भेजा था, तो मुझे बस फॉरवर्ड करना है. Don't worry about that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Ayog.
The same.
Okay, same. Right, and who else is there?
Thank you, sir.
Oh, no worries. Suchi, I think it's your mother's name. What is your name?
Sir, I'm Prasiddhi.
You are Prasiddhi.
Yes, sir. So I wanted to ask that what's the conclusion?
What's the conclusion? Okay. See, conclusion is basically कि तुम्हारी पूरी डिबेट होने के बाद, once you have given all of your arguments, once you have given, पहले तो इंट्रोडक्शन दोगे, फिर रोड मैप दोगे, फिर अपने आर्ग्यूमेंट्स दोगे, वो सब देने के बाद you just give me a conclusion for your entire debate. ठीक है, जैसे कॉम्पोजिशंस के कंक्लूजन लिखते थे, बिल्कुल वैसे ही डिबेट का भी कंक्लूजन. ऑलराइट, अगर मैं तुमको ये चीज, अगर तुम ये समझना चाहो कि कंक्लूजन कैसे देना है, देखो कंक्लूजन इज समथिंग जिसको मुझे काफी टाइम लगा था, बट आई मीन एवरीथिंग यू जस्ट अबाउट तीसरा, प्लीज पूरा मैसेज करो कि अबाउट व्हिच आर्गुमेंट. सो कंक्लूजन में इफ यू कैन इजीली राइट अ कंक्लूजन तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट इन राइटिंग द कंक्लूजन, सिंपली ये करना कि कहना टू कंक्लूड, और all this boils down to the fact मुझे मैसेज कर देना चाहो तो मैं ये लाइन फिर जितने भी आर्गुमेंट उन सबके टाइटल लिस्ट कर देना, तो तुम्हारी एक तरीके से समरी हो जाएगी। या अगर चाहो तो खुद से समरी लिख देना। ओके, एंड एंड में कह देना विद दिस आर्गुमेंटेशन आई हियरबाय रेस्ट माय केस। इसको अगर थोड़ा सा और इंप्रूव करना चाहो तो ये जो तुमने अपने टाइटल दिए थे या जो अपनी समरी दी थी, इसके जो क्वेश्चंस होंगे उनको, इसके जो स्टेटमेंट होंगे उनको रेटोरिकल क्वेश्चंस में कन्वर्ट कर लेना। जैसे कल हमने इंट्रोडक्शन में सीखा था कि बेसिकली असर्टिव सेंटेंस को इंटरोगेटिव बना लेना, तो वो तुम्हारा बन जाएगा रेटोरिकल क्वेश्चन। तो सेम चीज तुम कंक्लूजन में भी कर दोगी तो इट विल आल्सो बिकम बेटर। जो चीजें तुमने इंट्रोडक्शन में सीखी थी टू हुक द ऑडियंस अटेंशन, सेम चीज यू कैन डू इन कंक्लूजन टू मेक इट बेटर।
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay. This is Rashi. Rashi, good.
Excuse me, sir. I have 2-3 doubts.
Okay.
So first is that like if we are giving an argument, then I have problem in like reasoning and impact. I mostly like mix and match them, and I like speak reasoning part in impact and impact part in reasoning. So I don't understand how to write them or speak them.
Okay. See, Rashi, दो चीज। पहली बात मैं आपको डिफरेंस बताऊंगा, बट दूसरी बात एक और भी है कि अगर आप रीजनिंग की जगह इम्पैक्ट लिख दे रही हो और इम्पैक्ट की जगह रीजनिंग लिख दे रही हो, तब भी ज्यादा कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। बिकॉज लाइक एट द एंड आप हेडिंग नहीं बोलोगी, अगर बोल रही हो तो बात अलग है, बट अगर हेडिंग नहीं बोल रही हो तो वो तो एक चेकलिस्ट की तरह है। रीजनिंग ऊपर हो, इम्पैक्ट ऊपर हो, उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता। ठीक है, अरे दूसरा चली गई इससे। अच्छा, ओके ओके चलो, एंड ठीक है, ये चीज होगी राशि। नाउ व्हाट इज द मेन डिफरेंस? रीजनिंग इज लाइक अ बेस एंड इम्पैक्ट इज लाइक अ बिल्डिंग ऑन टॉप ऑफ इट। मतलब क्या है कि तुम अपने आर्गुमेंट में कुछ क्लेम करती हो, कि तुम कहती हो कि ऑनलाइन गेमिंग खेलने से लोगों का स्ट्रेस रिलीव होता है। दिस इज समथिंग यू आर क्लेमिंग। ओके, इसको सच प्रूव करने के लिए जो जो चीजें तुम कहोगी, व्हाटएवर थिंग्स यू आर गोइंग टू से, दैट विल कम इन योर रीजनिंग। Okay, maybe you will say that when you play these online games, you interact with a lot with your friends online, or play with a lot of new players online, so because of that you are able to relieve your stress. Or when you play these online games, you get a lot of rewards like league system jo hota hai in games mein, so because of that your stress is relieved when you get those rewards. ठीक है, so basically you are proving your claim, वो तुम्हारा आता है रीजनिंग में। अब once your claim is proved, तो इस क्लेम के हो जाने से क्या हो रहा है? दैट इज once my stress is relieved, people are becoming happier, depression is getting reduced, suicides are getting reduced, exactly जो चीजें तुमने बोली थी, this will come in your impact. So you have a claim, वो impact, वो claim सच क्यों हुआ? That is reasoning. And वो सच होने से क्या हुआ? That is impact. Okay?
Sir, like yesterday, I wrote in the reasoning that many people are very stressed and irritated doing the work, so they play these games to make them feel happy and relaxed. And because in fact, I wrote that because of playing this and so they make quick paced decisions and they think in a better and more critical way. So is it right?
Yeah, this can be right. Just थोड़ा सा अगर इसको और बेटर करना है, टेल मी कि तुम्हारा क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग अच्छा हुआ, डिसीजन मेकिंग फास्ट हुई, तो उससे क्या होगा कि फास्टर डिसीजन मेकिंग है तो दे विल बी एबल टू टेक बेटर क्विक डिसीजंस इन देयर लाइफ। ठीक, and because they are at an age teenager बन चुके हैं, so at this age they will have to take a lot of decisions, probably the ones that are going to affect their life entirely, like career कौन सा चुनना है, stream कौन सी चुननी है। So when they need to make such important decisions, it is important for them, ये तुम्हारा इंपॉर्टेंस में आएगा, but like हाँ ये इंपॉर्टेंस होगी, so because of that they will be able to make good decisions। तो ये गुड डिसीजन तुम्हारा डिसीजन मेकिंग हो रहा है। प्लस तुमने कहा क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग हो रही है, अब बिकॉज ऑफ क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग इनोवेशंस इंक्रीज, बिकॉज जब क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग बढ़ती है पीपल आर एबल टू थिंक क्रिएटिवली, एंड जब क्रिएटिवली सोचती हो तभी इनोवेशन होते हैं। सो व्हेन क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग इज इंक्रीजिंग, योर क्रिएटिविटी इंक्रीजेस, and when creativity increases, your innovation increases. Okay, so this will make your impact a little better, but what you said was also fine. Right? And what you said is reasoning. Reasoning में तुमने कहा था कि like people are very stressed out these days, so they play these games to get a relief. Okay, now this is something that will slightly go in importance. Okay, people are stressed out in the present world, and that is why it is important for them to have this stress reliever option. ठीक है कि बट उनमें स्ट्रेस है इसीलिए इस चीज की जरूरत है. रीजनिंग के लिए जैसे मैंने अभी पहले कहा था, यू कैन से कि देखो दे प्ले विद देयर फ्रेंड्स, दे हैव फन, दे गेट अ लॉट ऑफ रिवॉर्ड्स इन दीज गेम्स, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल ऑफ दैट दे आर एबल टू ब्रेक देयर स्ट्रेस. ओके, और क्या डाउट था?
Sir, this much only. Thank you.
All right, Rashi. Good luck. No. Soumya is she here? No, she's not. Okay. And Isra as well, she's not here. Okay. Gauri, Ansh, do you have any doubt?
Sir, I just wanted to ask that will you be sending the recording of this class?
Yeah, I will be sending the recording. देखो कितने बजे भेजूंगा उसका भरोसा नहीं, but हाँ भेज जरूर दूंगा.
And sir, of yesterday's?
Yesterday's as well. Yesterday's I've sent to some people. Drop me a message and I will send it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, Gauri. All right, Rashi, you can also go if you don't have any doubt. Thank you.